Hey y'all, I am just gonna apologize in advance. My ring light, I can't find the charger for it, and yeah, definitely need to grab my covers because I am cold. Cold. So I think it's about like 35 degrees here. Not loving it at all. At least it's not snowing. Anyway, I just wanted to come on here and to talk a little bit about your glow up and your grow up throughout you learning a little bit more about life, right? Y'all, I just went through some awkwardness right now. And all in all, I'm realizing that not everyone is going to be happy for you. Not everyone is going to be rooting for you. And it's not anything that I just realized, but it's something that literally people were practicing today. And it's just very interesting to see and watch. Now, what I would say throughout my time of learning more about life and growing into the person that I actually want to be, I've seen a lot of different character traits. Character traits from people who say they wish the best for me, but if I were to confide in them, they have no advice. Character traits from people who are like the person that I just said, but then also not only are they not giving you advice, but also they just simply don't care because they have nothing to say. If you were to tell them X, Y, and Z, they don't have anything else to say for you. It's kind of the situation is that people, like to see you doing good, but like never ever better than them. But then also is that like misery loves company. So if that person is not happy and you're talking about whatever you're talking about, they're kind of like secretly happy about it. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people coming up that will be your mentors. Not like this, but will be your mentors because you'll be here. Will be your mentors, and as you're taking their advice, you'll be here, and then you'll be here. Once they see you go like this, oh, they don't support you anymore. They become spectators. They also don't really provide you with any more advice, probably because they have no more to say, or they feel like they have no more to say, because I think no matter what level of life we're at, we can always learn from each other. Even from interviews that I've watched from people on YouTube who, do interviews for people who are living in the streets and stuff like that. I still learn a lot from them, even though sometimes it can seem like the same story. But the mindset of those people and the motivation and the outlook and just them expressing of that they believe in God and that they want better for themselves, just to hear that from for the people that we deem so low and also like just financially not there yet, it's just very interesting to me because we can still always learn something from someone no matter what. But unfortunately, it will always be those people who don't want to see you doing well. And I just want to come on here to tell you that has nothing to do with you. That has everything to do with them. And that should also motivate you to continue doing what you are doing. I was going to say continuously do what you're doing, but that doesn't make any sense. But seriously, continue doing great things and doing what you're doing, because that's one of those things when you are going through this life journey. Sometimes I like to look at life as a game, right? So when you're going through these games, you're going through different stages, right? Excuse me. You'll meet different, like thinking about the Mario game, because really any game, really, there's always a goal and you always have to protect yourself from something that wants to see you game over, right? So you come across a lot of different characters in games similar to life. You come across a lot of people that don't want to see you like doing your mission, you know what I'm saying? But as long as you know your goal and you may have gone through the race a time or two before, you still take notes and you still know what your goal is. So no matter what people are doing, putting those boulders in your path, you know, fighting with you tooth and nail about some things, or just spectating on the side, just literally let them do their job as you continue to do your job. A lot of the times we can get discouraged, and honestly, y'all, that's not anything to get discouraged about. That's something to be like, I am on the right path. Okay, let's keep this going. You know what I'm saying? I think it's amazing to be able to have this outlook and have this perspective, because times before, if someone was doing anything out of the ordinary wouldn't be supporting people of where I'm at right now. But the people that I will have around me will support me eventually. Sorry, that sounds bad. The people that I will have around me eventually will support me. And if it's like that, then that's cool. And if it's not like that, then that's cool too, because at the end of the day, I'm living for myself. I have one life to live. I have my life to live. And then also I'm a mom of a 7-year-old great, amazing kid, where we are going to do this thing how we need to and how we see fit. Anything that he wants to do, anything that I want to do, we are going to be here for each other. And that's that. Any other characters that get in my way, it's also getting in his way, and I take that personally. And not personally to the extent where I'm angry or anything. It will never be that, because I understand your character and you are being used by the adversary, which has nothing to do with me. Yeah, I know that you're doing it because of the greatness and because of the light and because of, you know, who I'm serving. But I know that we don't wrestle against like flesh and blood. It's all against like principalities and stuff like that. Which if the adversary is going to use you, then that's what you allow to happen. You know what I'm saying? Because we all make choices and we all have the choice to genuinely support people. But, you know, if you want to stay down or you want to stay at the level that you're at, continue doing what you're doing. That's fine. That's not going to have anything to do with me, because my goals are my goals that are given from God, that I also gave for myself. And a lot of people are not going to understand, and that's not for them to understand. A lot of people are not going to have the vision. That's not for them for you to even tell them, okay, this is the vision, because God gave us all our own perspective, our own eyesight. And there's a reason why you cannot see what I see, and you have not gone through exactly what I have gone through. And that's just that. It's not a simple formula. And a lot of the times I'm not going to say we. A lot of the times people are jealous because you do what you do and you make it look good. But y'all understand that not only do you have your own life to live, it's literally like, okay, do you want to go everything that I went through? Do you want to go through everything that I went through? God gives people what they get for a absolute reason. I don't want to be anyone other than myself. Literally, I had this lady tell me that I seen in the grocery store that I know. She told me like, oh, like we seen each other. She's like, oh, where's your kid? And I was like, oh, he's with his mentor right now. She's like, you're so lucky. And I'm like, who says something like that? Like, why are you even worried about my luckiness? What the fuck is luck anyway? Sorry, excuse my language. But because I set my son up for a mentor, I'm lucky. Anybody can do that. It's called Big Brothers Big Sisters. Because I have one break, because I have 3 hours of a break from one day out of an entire week, I'm lucky. You don't know my life. You don't know that I've been waiting literally 2 years just so my son can turn of age, just so he can have a mentor, because that's how like difficult things were. People don't understand that. They just see this beauty, this facade that we all put on, and yes, you're smiling and happy and stuff like that. People will be angry because you can smile. It's like, you know that you can work your muscle to smile too. You're just choosing to frown and to say nasty stuff. And honestly, it's not against a person, because, but I will give that person accountability, because this person says that they go to church and stuff like that. But it's just like, if you are not learning kindness, grace, and understanding like the basic necessities for human like living, to give people grace, to understand that your perspective, your story is your story, other people are living differently, to understand that even people that put on a happy face, they also understand other people that put on a happy face aren't necessarily like happy, but the person that's always smiling and stuff like that, they know how to manage it, and they know when is a time and that is the time and place for everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people will just judge you just to judge you when they got other stuff going on. Like, literally, if I were to outwardly express my emotions or something like that in a very distraught way, people not only wouldn't understand, but they wouldn't respect me. I probably wouldn't have any income coming in because I couldn't manage my emotions. But people are jealous of you being emotionally intelligent and handling your responsibilities and doing the bare minimum, which is just doing what you can. You know what I'm saying? And I don't understand why. Like, there's room at the top for absolutely everybody, you know? And sometimes it's very disheartening and it's very sad to have people that you once admired and looked up to, and, you know, kind of felt like that they were your mentor, just to find out that they don't really fuck with you like that, you know? They don't. And that's okay. Like, I'm not pressed about it. I just know what it is and I know what it's not. And that's okay. I think that speaks more about their character than it speaks about mine, because just other stuff that happened. But also, like, I practice this. Like, I do this for real. Like, I'm not saying that this and this and that, and then I go turn this camera off and I'm acting a different way. Like, no, the integrity is still there. What I said is what I said. It still stands. I'm not going back on it. I'm not trying to say, oh, no, I meant this. Like, no, I meant what I said. And if you did not understand what I said, then that's that. I'm not for everybody, and everybody is not going to be for me. Like, this is just literally the life that we live. And for some reason, like, I don't understand why it makes people uncomfortable. We all are so different, and there's power in being different. Like, we don't all have to be the same. And we understand that there's going to be people higher than us, and that's where we get our vision sometimes for different things. Like, oh snap, I didn't know that was possible. Oh snap, this person visited this place. Okay, noted. Okay, I thank God that they were able to visit this place first so they can show me the atmosphere so I know what to prepare for. It's an art in storytelling. We don't have to be jealous of people being able to tell their story. We take power in someone being able to open up enough to tell their story. We don't have to be jealous of that. We know that life is not an easy thing. Not everybody grew up with a silver spoon in their mouth, you know? And even if they did, they still don't have the mindset to maintain it. Even if they did, they still don't understand basic human things. Even if they did, they probably don't understand this part of life, and da-da-da-da-da. We all collectively have stuff to bring to this life together. And if there's not anyone who is genuinely supporting you, or act fickle or act stank sometimes, and they don't have any accountability to say to go back and apologize for certain situations and stuff like that. Look, life is short, and honestly, I don't have time for that. I don't. But I appreciate those people that's in my life that's having me understand and realize those things. Because why? Because why, you ask? That's ripping me back on my goal, and it's helping me solidify my goals and my focus. It's helping me bring my vision a little bit clearer, so that I can be like, yeah, it's gonna be tunnel vision from here on out. Trust, you know? So I just really wanted to come on here to talk about that, because people will be people. People will act how they are. But it's not for you to harden your heart at all. It's for you to just tweak your vision, okay? And just do what you need to do. So thank you so much for tuning in to this message. I apologize for the lighting. I have to find... I call it an Android charger. I gotta find an Android charger for this. I got 2 other ring lights, but they're just too bulky. So yeah, next video, hopefully it'll be better. Maybe I'll find something else to talk about. But y'all stay focused, stay positive, and yeah. All right, bye y'all. I understand that I ain't for you. You could unfollow me everywhere. I don't care. Ooh.